Now we can talk without sub-zero wind in our ears. Thank you. Not just for saving my guys. You got me out of Hoth. You have no idea how much I was starting to hate that planet.
I hope you feel welcome here.
If your shower doesn't freeze solid halfway through, I like it here already. You know, I missed the rest of the unit already. Even Kree. But they're going home, and that's the important thing. They've earned it. Your friend Kaizen's something else. He was asking how many kills I've made?
In Trandoshan society, an individual's status is determined by hunting.
Oh. Wonder what your status is if you say, I don't keep count. He's odd company for a Jedi Master. I've been posted all over, but I haven't met many Trandoshans. Or Jedi. I always think of Jedi Masters as being stationed on Tython, and being... well, you're more hands-on than I expected.
The Force can't dig a garden or build a city's defenses. Sometimes you must get your hands dirty.
I hear that. At least your missions aren't as hair-raising as mine were. It's been years since I slept through the night without some crisis coming up. Trandoshans, Jedi, it's all good. I'm glad to be here. You know, I did some numbers. This could wind up being the longest assignment I've had in 3 years. Scary how time flies when your mind's on other things.
Your mood does seem much brighter.
I have my reasons. Meantime, I was hoping to get better acquainted with the ship. It's got a lot of potential. Little mystery, too. I'm curious.
All Padawans know curiosity can lead to disaster.
Then I'll trust your judgment, and admire the ship for what it is. Good news. One of my guys from Hoth got a promotion. Private Lavik made it to Specialist.
Regrettably, there was little time on Hoth for introductions.
He was one of our runners, a Twi'lek. Good guy. He's gone to Ord Mantell for training. I was there right after my transfer from... Felucia? No, Dantooine. Ord Mantell. That posting was lousy.
I imagine it seems rather trivial since facing Captain Balon.
Hoth was a bad mission in good company. This was the other way around. I was in a unit scattering a separatist training camp, setting noise charges, ambushes, that sort of thing. But Lieutenant Jorgen had seniority, and he let me know it. Snap inspections, status reports. Every day he was up in arms about something.
Discipline is the shield of both a soldier and a Jedi.
I guess that's true. Maybe I'm being too hard on Jorgen. He was a good soldier. He's probably a general by now. We did the job and didn't lose a single man. Jorgen got a commendation. I got transferred to Sirocco, then to Duro, then Hoth.
Sounds like you're constantly being reassigned. Is that normal?
Army life isn't easy. I hope Specialist Lavik appreciates what he's got. I was hoping you'd have time for a quick strategy session. I was running a few scenarios, repelling a boarding party, what if someone gets captured, stuff like that. I have to ask, what do you want us to do if you're taken by the Empire?
Get yourselves to safety, and send word to Tython. The Jedi have emergency procedures in place.
I bet they've had to use them too. Okay, I'll log the order. Not a pleasant topic, I know, but it never hurts to plan in advance. Can we talk for a minute? There's something I think you should know about me.
You have my attention.
A few years ago, I was captured by the Empire. I was scouting on Altair with my friend Milo, and we ran into an Imperial strike team. I woke up in an Imperial cell with a headache.
I remember Private Kree saying something about you being captured.
Yeah, once he found out, he never got tired of needling me about it. When I managed to escape and reach a Republic ship, I realized I'd lost time. 7 days. Whatever happened to me is still a blank.
There are Jedi techniques to recall lost or repressed memories.
They tried, but all I got was stuff I've tried to forget. Medically, I'm fine, but my commanders don't like it, so I get shuffled around wherever they need an extra blaster. That's why I keep being reassigned. I just thought you should know.
So your career has stalled and you have to live with those lost days.
I got captured by the Empire and survived. Thousands don't. You know what bothers me most? Milo Pelham, the guy who was with me on Altair, got captured too. But no one ever saw him again. I guess I was the lucky one. I've been thinking. The Republic's holding up, but we're still taking a real beating against the Empire. I'm in this to win, no question of that. But do you ever wonder what would happen if we lost?
Slavery, fear, living at the whim of some Imperial overseer. Not a prospect I want to dwell on.
Me neither. And you know me, like to think ahead. Command will have some kind of contingency plan. If the time comes to use it, I hope we're leading the charge. Remember I told you about Milo Pelham, who vanished when we were captured by the Empire? After we talked, I put his name out, in case he had a wife or kids he hadn't mentioned. Instead, I found out he was arrested on Tatooine a few weeks ago. He actually made it.
I didn't think Tatooine had any laws to break.
Milo's being held for destruction of private property. Anchorhead authorities said he's been acting nutty since he was arrested. They had to isolate him. Milo was a rock. Something's wrong.
Perhaps he was badly treated when the Empire captured him.
I have to see him myself. I can get him out, but there's a hitch. The property Milo destroyed was a starship. Owner's a gangster and he's a little upset, so the authorities aren't too happy about setting Milo free.
He'll have all the protection he needs once we arrive.
I wrote up a signed character reference for Milo. Could you sign it too? A Jedi Master's endorsement would really speed things along.
It's my duty to help anyone who's been unjustly imprisoned.
Thank you. This means a lot. I'll send it to Tatooine, along with Milo's bail. All these years I thought he was dead. What happened to him out there? I got word from Tatooine. 6 holocalls, a few payments to the right people, and Milo's a free man. All I need to do is meet him and his security escort at Anchorhead, but Milo's still in a bad way.
So his time in isolation didn't help.
He's getting worse. They had to sedate him. I'll take a shuttle to Tatooine and see Milo get somewhere safe. Shouldn't risk him hurting himself or blowing up someone else's starship. Thinking he was dead. It was almost easier than this.
Atros Finn, a Jedi researcher on Coruscant, once treated my master. His experience may be useful.
It's worth a shot. Don't worry. I'll make sure I'm ready for trouble before I move out. See you soon. I got Milo off Tatooine okay, but heck, I don't even know where to start. Milo was trying to talk to me, but he couldn't get the words out. He kept using other languages, equations even, like his mind was shattered.
Does he know what the Imperials did while you were held prisoner?
If I understood him right, Milo said a doctor came into his cell. She showed him a glowing box. That's when it all went wrong inside his head. Thing is, Milo said this doctor used that box on me, too.
The doctor, this box she had, none of it seems familiar?
Nope. And I'm guessing that box is the reason why. So Milo's lady doctor used a glowing box on both of us. I lose 7 days of memory, and Milo loses his mind. A glowing box. Maybe a new Imperial torture device.
There are ancient relics that fit that description, too.
You're the expert, but me and Milo were nobodies. Why use an artifact on us? I think Milo tracked the doctor to Tatooine. He thought the starship he blew up was hers. He gave me a picture, assuming it's actually her, that might give us a lead. I'll see what I can find out. Any chance I can use the ship's long-distance communication system for about an hour?
The ship is your home too. Feel free.
Great. Thanks. I want to put Milo's Lady Doctor into the Republic's database. I keep studying her picture, but nothing. I'm hoping it can jog something about her or that glowing box. I'm close, practically seeing her in my sleep.
Take care that you don't become obsessed with this woman.
I'm not obsessed. This is important. What if I just need one more day before I remember?
If you've tried this hard already, one more day won't make a difference.
So I should just give up? Getting captured ruined Milo's life and destroyed my career. I'll never be anything more than a lieutenant. I deserve to know why. I know you're looking out for me, but imagine how you'd feel. I can't miss this chance. Still no luck with the doctor's picture. I think it's time to admit defeat.
You said yourself this may be your best lead.
I won't give up looking for her, but I don't want to turn into Milo either. Her picture's in the Republic database, so I'm going to delete my copy. I've done all I can. I have a good situation here. I won't let the past mess it up. Hey, I've been meaning to ask, have you been in any major battles? Apart from Hoth, I mean.
When the Republic has needed my help, I've always been ready.
My postings haven't exactly been stellar, but I was there for the 8-hour invasion. Did my part, watched the Imperials slink away. I'm proud of that, though what we're doing seems more important, even if the historians never know. That's quite the fighting style you have. Looks like you sneaked a few combat manuals in amongst the history texts.
There is poetry and logic in battle.
I'm used to fighting in squads. Constant redeployments taught me to sink fast with whoever's at my shoulder. Now you know your tactics, but you're not afraid of your gut instinct either. I've tightened down my style to match. Might make the Imperials think twice the next time we're cornered. You're not gonna believe this. Remember Milo's talk about a glowing box and the Lady Doctor he was chasing? That Lady Doctor turns out to be real. She sent me a message.
Lieutenant Iresso, my name is Dr. Sarah Frey. I hear you've been looking for me. I've fled the Empire. Your search has put me in grave danger. But I imagine you won't be satisfied until you have answers. I am responsible for Milo Pelham's instability and your suffering. I could not refuse a Darth's orders.
Sounds like the Sith are involved in this.
Sith Lord I once served, Darth Owzel, is a great scholar. He even advises the Dark Council. His speciality is ancient holocrons.
What's a holocron?
It's short for holographic chronicle. Both the Jedi and the Sith use them to store ancient knowledge.
The Dark Council trusted Darth Owzel to decipher a rare holocron for them, but Owzel saw a chance to keep its knowledge for himself. He wanted to copy the holocron into a person's mind.
The matrix of a holocron is far too complex to be mapped onto a person's brain.
Darth Owzel requisitioned 2 prisoners from the Empire. You, Lieutenant Iresso, and your friend. The initial procedure was imperfect. Milo Pelham's mind simply collapsed under so much knowledge. But you were a great success.
A great success? She hid a Sith library in my head.
Dr. Frey must have sealed the holocron's data from your conscious mind somehow.
Any Sith would kill for that holocron's knowledge. But no one will know it's there unless you tell them. All I have said is the truth. Now, please remove my image from the Republic database. I won't be safe until then. Lieutenant Felix. That's your name, isn't it? I'm sorry.
She's asking me to keep her safe? At least she's got a blasted sense of humor.
She obviously regrets her actions. Show the compassion she couldn't, and help her.
Dr. Frey's lucky I've got a Jedi to be my conscience. Okay, I'll see it gone. I need to think. Excuse me. This must be torture for you, huh? A library of ancient knowledge in my head and no way to reach it without me going crazy.
The teachings of madmen, murderers, or cantankerous old ghosts have little appeal for me.
So nothing you're planning to rummage for. Good to know. I won't pretend I like this. It's a massive risk for both of us. But I've carried this data for years and never knew a thing. Besides, if anything does go wrong, I have your expertise on hand.
I'm always here if you need me.
I doubt Republic Command will have a change of heart if I report this. My career's still going nowhere. But, so what? You have a cause worth fighting for. I want to see it through. I need to talk to you. I got a letter from Milo Pelham. Kinda rambling, but still sounds like he's getting better. Thing is, this letter has intel about the facility where we were held. He wants me to give the intel to SIS, but it's... You couldn't call it coherent.
Coherent or not, Milo could have useful information. I'm sure SIS would be interested.
Fair enough. Milo's trying to be a soldier again. I should treat him like one. It's encouraging that he's able to write it all. Maybe there's hope for me, too. So, I was doing some thinking. And my thinking is, this is the best posting I've ever had.
We'd never have come so far without your help.
I want you to know I'm with you to the end. Win or lose. I'd rather be your lieutenant than a Republic colonel. Doesn't matter what comes next for us. I've got your back. You ever think about the future? Like where you'd want to end up when all this is over?
The Order and the Republic need all the help they can get. I won't have the luxury of retirement.
My guys on Hoth always talked about going home, but for me, home was some refugee camp they closed years back. Besides, who could settle in just one world? There's always more to see. Maybe that's my retirement. Swap the blaster for a ship, start seeing the galaxy. Assuming this Sith data in my head doesn't start leaking.
I'd be concerned about this too, but you can't let it take over your life.
We'll figure it out. We always do. It's good to know there's someone I can always count on.